guys, this is a very impromptu video. Lighting isn't gonna be perfect and I'm in my kitchen because I'm actually cooking myself lunch right now, but I just got inspired and I didn't want to lose the feeling. This week's video was going to be very different, but I just want to talk about why I love the internet, because you know what, I think this is a part of my story that a lot of guys don't know, and it's at the center of everything that I do. And I feel like right now we're having like an anti-internet, anti-social media moment in pop culture and society where we blame everything on social media or technology or the internet. And while I feel that way in some ways, like recently I've been feeling like I definitely need to tone down like my connectivity. I don't know, I feel like when I get reminded of all of the amazing opportunities that the internet has brought me, I stop and I'm like, hold on, like there's a difference between overdoing it, and you can overdo anything. You can overdo broccoli, which I'm cooking for lunch right now, and you can definitely overdo social media, but I just want to talk about the good things because we don't talk about those enough, I think. And I love the internet. What really prompted me to do this, I just went out and hung out with a friend slash like blogger, let me check my food, a fellow influencer, YouTuber, blogger, Instagrammer, and we did just like a little interview. We went to the DIA together and it'll be on her channel. I vlogged it, so I'll tell you guys more about it in my upcoming week in my business slash week in my life vlog. But it was great because I'm just thinking about all the amazing people that I've met on the internet who are friends now, are people I look to for advice in my business, for people I've helped, for people who've helped me. Like, I moved to Detroit about 3 years ago, and really I didn't have too many people. I had like one friend who was my former roommate, my boyfriend, and his family and stuff, and that's about it. And without the internet, I honestly would have zero friends, and people that I met through work. But it's a really cool thing to be able to meet people on the internet, connect with them, and like have friends. And I've never had friends in life. This sounds really sad, and it is. I've never had friends. I mean, besides being like a little kid, I had friends when I was like a little kid, and then I don't know, in my like high school and adult years, I just never really was able to make good connections with other people, and I don't know why that is. I think a lot of it is just because of how much of an introvert I am and things like that. And it's cool because the internet allows people like me to actually have our voices be heard and actually reach people and be close to people and get to know each other in a way that's comfortable for us. I also, I was like, I need to talk up my feelings because I was on my phone and I did an Instagram story and a name popped up who is one of my favorite musicians, and we follow each other on social media and we talk to each other. And I was just thinking like how cool that we live in an era where my favorite, one of literally like my top 5 favorite, I feel like people who are the most talented people on this earth right now, follows me on Instagram and slides in my DMs in a non-creepy way. Like that I actually can get to know and develop a friendship with somebody who I admire so much. And that's such a gift, like I met this guy because I wrote a blog post about him and how amazing he was, totally not expecting anything in return. And he ended up finding me and friending me on Facebook, and we've been friends ever since. And like I said, not in a creepy way, in a way like, hey, I appreciate that you wrote that about me. I appreciate you and see value in you. Let's get to know each other. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that whole thing, like the celebrity thing and like the music and art world and stuff has been benefited so much, and like consumers have benefited so much because it takes the people off the pedestal, if you will, and it humanizes them. Like I feel like I know a lot of, not even just this guy because I actually do know him now, but even just like other celebrities that I admire, like, or whatever, like I feel like I know them. I feel like they're humans. I see the humanity, the human side of them. And I think that's a really cool thing. And I feel like no other time in the world has that been possible, where celebrities or well-known people can be interacting and learning from the people who are inspired by them too. And then we can talk about the social side of things, like social movements that have been born out of social media. And regardless of how you feel about it, social justice and all that, like it's been taken to a whole nother level. This is something that is actually like a life dream of mine, and one of the only reasons that I want to go back to school to get my master's degree is I would love to teach a course on social media and social justice and politics. You know, I went to school for film and for political science, and I would love to merge those worlds. And, or maybe I'll just like write a book about it. I don't know, but I want to talk about how politics has been influenced by social media. And I know what you're thinking. Twitter's been ruined. I agree. But it's also like so amazing that we've kind of, I don't want to devalue the media or discredit the media, but we kind of have like cut into that a little bit, and we have so much people-powered media. If I see something that's happening that's wrong, or that, you know, I think people should know about, like for example, Eric Garner, you know, people filmed that and put it on the internet so that we could see for our own eyes what was happening. And then of course the movements that are built out of those kinds of things, the women's movement, we're in a totally new wave of feminism right now. And I believe that the era of #MeToo is going to be written about in history books. Black Lives Matter, obviously, was built out of a hashtag. It's going to be written about in history books. And I'm, you know, like I said, regardless of how you feel about any of these things, it's something that can't be ignored. And again, regardless of how you feel about it, it's cool to be able to connect with people and really change things. Like, these are movements that have changed policy, that has changed people's attitudes. People can say, oh, it's armchair activism all they want, but I would like to disagree. And I just want to start thinking about that when we talk about how much we hate the internet and how much we hate social media and stuff. I think we gotta be careful. I think that we need to do what's right for ourselves, do what's right for our mental health and our physical health, and like not be addicted to our phones all the time. But like, I'm also so super grateful, and I'm just so grateful for it, you know? Like, it's completely changed my life. Also, the business side of things. I wouldn't have a business. I wouldn't have been able to freelance my way through college and build all these awesome connections. I don't know why the lighting changed. I would have never gotten my first corporate job if I hadn't have freelanced for several years while in college. Like, I wouldn't have gotten my internship when I was in college if I hadn't have freelanced, because it was a social media internship and they wanted people who knew how to do social media for brands. I had only had that experience because of the internet and because I was freelancing. And I think it's so cool what we're seeing. Like, I don't really know the stats off the top of my head. I should probably look them up because I think they're good speaking points for me and, you know, everything that I do. But the number of specifically women who are entrepreneurs now because of the internet, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say it's easy to build a business, because it's not easy. If you guys listen to my podcast or watch my videos, you know that it's not easy. But it's easy in terms of the fact that you don't need $1 billion. You don't need investors. You don't need a bunch of funding to start. You know, you can like file your LLC on the internet and start selling a course or selling an ebook for relatively $0. I mean, I think my business, to actually start and launch it and like form my LLC and everything, like it cost like under $200 to do that. And I did it all on the internet. And I found all my first clients on the internet. When we talk about remote workers and the fact that I know so many people who live in like really rural, remote areas where there just aren't good jobs anymore. Or ever. There weren't ever good jobs unless you want to like work on a farm or something, and they're able to do high-paying good jobs from their living room because of the power of the internet and remote work. And you know, that's something I've even thought about for myself. One of the reasons that I left my hometown is because I just felt like I wasn't going to be able to find a good career there. Not that there aren't good jobs, it's still a city, but just like not to the level that I wanted. And so that's one of the reasons I moved out here. And I'm thinking about it like long-term, obviously not like tomorrow or next year or anything, but maybe like long-term, I will be able to live there again, because it's something that I think I kind of want to do. And I'll be able to work remotely somewhere for a company or for myself or whatever. Like, that would have never been a possibility. Oh, you can live in Kalamazoo and work for a company in a different state or country or city or whatever. Like, that's such a cool thing, you guys. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about why I love the internet, because I feel like we forget sometimes, and I think sometimes we take it for granted. And I'm not trying to be like preachy or anything. I mean, you can feel how you feel, but I definitely want to rethink how I use social media and how I use the internet, because I think it definitely borders on like unhealthy at times. But it's important to feel grateful for the opportunities that we have as well. And so I just wanted to take a minute and like talk about this. I know this is totally random. You guys are probably like, why is she feeling like telling us this today? But it was just in my heart and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I don't know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the internet. I've just been seeing a lot of negative things about social media and the internet, and just wanted to share my piece. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. I'm filming a vlog right now this weekend, so I will have that up probably next video, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye.